Fine, just as awesome.
Good evening, all. Welcome, all. Thank you very much for coming over and joining us for another Friday night live. It's a nice, simple live tonight. Nothing too high tech. Let's bring. Oh, I didn't bring Brian into the screen. Let's see if he's on the picture. Here he is. Yeah, he's in there already.
There he is.
From last
Oh,
week.
look, Terry's not there. Oh,
Terry's not here. Harold's not here tonight. Terry is or was at Newark Midlands. Is it the Midlands?
The
Tool
Midlands,
Show?
yep.
The Midlands Tool Show. So he's lapping it up, life for luxury tonight. I know he's probably got his face buried in a meal at the moment. So it's just me and Brian. So it's going to be a quiet night.
Just the workers.
Just the workers. Right. So yes, thank you very much for coming and joining us. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a great week. Hope the weather's not disrupted you too much. We had some snow here this morning for about 4 hours, and then it stopped for 10 minutes and it was all gone. So that was awesome. So other than that, let's get over to the lathe. I have a piece of sycamore on the lathe. It's not very big at all. Sorry, I'm itching because Nick cut my hair earlier and that's all down my bum and back. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, what's this? So let's go over to the lathe and have a look, see what we've got on the lathe. So I have a piece of sycamore here. It is 210mm across, or 8 1/4 inches, by just under 25mm, so 24mm, or gnat's whisker under an inch. So I'm going to turn a mini platter, a bowl, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, it's not very thick, so it's not going to be very thin. No, it's not very thick. Yeah, so it's not very thick, so it's going to be quite thin.
It's good stuff. Nearly backwards.
It was nearly backwards. That was. So I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to put a tenon on here, and then hopefully that should leave me, if I can get it, so it's around about anywhere between 8 and 6mm thick. That will do me. So we're going to go for that. So while I start shaping getting that round and flattening off, Brian will welcome you all in.
I might actually try and tell you who's in. There's actually 38 people watching. And I don't think my chat goes back far enough now. Oh dear. Oh, wait a minute, that's top chat. Let's try live chat and see what happens. There we go. We can get a bit further back now. Well, at the start of my chat is Norman Grimwell, but that's not right. But we've got Norman, we've got Susie Swiss woodturner, Graham Brown's in, Paul Finlay woodturning at home, Weaval, the Teckle turner, Susie, did I say Susie? Susie Swiss woodturner, Andy is in, door 60, Terry Bartlett's in from Plymouth Woodturners. Oh, the small one, Lucy's in. Good evening, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Steve Fleming has joined us. Grandpa Jim is in. Mike Youth Millminster. Steve Hale. Robert Brockwood. The woodwork learner is in. He says, I hope your food's not too bad. It isn't too bad this evening. I've been given a new dosage of painkillers, so that's kind of numbed the pain a bit. So that's it's an improvement on what it was for sure. Andy says he was thinking of putting his snow chains on the wheelchair earlier. Just stay in the house. You'll be fine. It'll be away tomorrow. Who else have we got? Miss T.
Hi, Miss T. How you doing?
And my chat just took a huge big jump. Crispy Wood Creations is in. Brian Green is in. Paul Houghton. Did I say Paul? I can't remember. Paul Houghton, the Grisby Turner is in. Andy Monday Rose in. That's the other half of Lucy. Are you guys up at York yet? Is the question. Who else? Clint from Wood Dancers. I think that's about the list I currently got. Let me just get rid of that chat. and restore the chat over there. If I can. I haven't killed the chat now. We'll see what happens. Welcome along, everybody. Why YouTube is not updating?
It's not.
It's usually quite good at telling me how many people are in, but it hasn't updated for a while. Callum Turns in. If I've missed your name out, guys, give me a shout there at the bottom of the list and I'll give you a shout out. No, missed Malcolm Douglas. Sorry, Malcolm. Malcolm's in, Steve.
Hi, Malcolm.
Ooh, Andy says we're leaving at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Jinx. IG Leach has just joined us. Hi. Welcome along.
Welcome, everybody. So I'm going to put a 10 in on this. I will remove it if we get time tonight. If not, I won't.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you will. Malcolm Douglas says his YouTube says 52. Mine says 38 for some reason. I've no idea why it's doing that.
So just put a little tiny rebate on the 10 in just so it grabs a little bit better.
A little bit dovetail, you mean?
Oh, yes, a little bit of a dovetail.
Dovetail.
So we're going to remove all this excess now.
Did I say Rob from Cobler Woodturning was in? I don't think it did. Hi, Rob. Sorry, Chitty's in. There'll be a whole lot of people missing because they'll be up at York.
Yeah.
Probably in a hotel somewhere.
Drunk.
Just about time to be throwing some amber ale down their throats. Peter the Parkway Turner is in. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter. So that's going to be my little foot. So I'm just going to take away from there.
So we're calling this a platter or a plate?
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a slight curve on it. So that'll be our natural curve for our piece.
Ward Wolfson's in. And Paul Houghton says, I was supposed to go to New York today, but the BBC duped me into thinking the roads were closed when they weren't. So he's not very happy with BBC.
Oh.
And I'm setting off early tomorrow. You're about as happy with the BBC as Gary Lineker is.
Gary Whittaker, did you say?
Gary Lineker.
Well, what's the matter with Gary Lineker?
Oh, he's been asked to stand down from presenting Match of the Day this weekend.
Ooh.
After his comments on Twitter.
Has he been a naughty boy, has he?
He kind of, he made a bit of a stupid comment, to be honest. Lucy wants to know what direction Paul is coming from.
So I'm just trying to get that to the best finish as I can get it. Off the tool.
Well, we're all trying to do that so we can avoid the sanding.
Yeah, exactly.
Or minimise the sanding as much as possible. I don't think I know anybody that likes to sand. The gentleman woodturner's in. Evening, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
And Paul says, Paul Houghton says that he's leaving from the Wirral, which is near Liverpool. The Wirral.
So just put a little bit of a curve on the top of that. This edge.
There may be colour ahead, boys and girls. John Mooney's just joined us. He says, good evening, all.
Hi, John, how you doing? Thank you, everybody, for coming over and joining us.
Mark says, Steve, you've got a huge chunk of wood left with me from Steve Hill.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Can you call round and get it tomorrow?
I will, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. Steve, if he's in the chat, is he?
The Woodward Learner says, my most used tool is my 80 grit gouge. We all have one of those.
Hey, grit gouge. Telling's a little bit big, guys. 80 grit gouge.
Could be worse. You could be using a 40 grit. Malcolm says there's 62 people watching now. See? Mine still hasn't updated. It's still saying 38. I don't understand that. Why it's not.
All right, so we want that. It's, I can't remember what that is. 47. So it's 24 in it roughly. There. Don't know why, mate. Mind you, I suppose it's better to be bigger than smaller.
Brian Walker has just joined us.
Hi, Brian. How are you, sir? Right, so we'll just undercut that a little bit.
Brian Green's in as well. Oh, 3 Brian's in tonight. These are all in trouble now.
Yeah.
Oh, indeed, now it's Brian with a Y. We're flying. Lucy is asking, are you at New York tomorrow? I think he is.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I'm there, Lucy. I'll be there.
I won't, Lucy. I know it's disappointing, but I won't be there. Sorry.
If I can peel my youngest
Peel
daughter.
your head off the pillow in the morning.
Well, I'll be up. If I can get the youngest daughter out of bed, I will be. If not, she'll be left at home. Right.
You can do your own thing then.
Exactly. Right, so let's sand that up. I'm going to sand that from 120 because that's quite a good finish off the tool. So we'll sand that from 120, extraction on. So I'm just going to rough sand this bit, but we'll have to refinish that once, obviously, we haven't. And I'll put a little curve on there, so we haven't got a tight. I want that to flow into the base of the platter, plate, whatever you want to call it.
Marcus said that expected to be busy tomorrow as the show folks at the show folks. Apparently ticket sales went through the roof today.
Good to hear.
Steve Hill says he spent pounds today. I don't suppose you're alone in that, Steve.
You can't take it with you, mate.
Well, the answer is not to take it with you. Don't be taking the money with you. You
Spend it.
Spend it.
Spend it before the government get their hands on it.
Correct. Susie wants to know, Steve, what did you buy? Steve Hill, she's talking to. I want to know as well. James Crawford is in. Good evening, James.
Hi, James, how are you? So it's up to 240 grit.
Just like that. Jenny Smith is in.
Good evening, Jenny.
And John Mooney says, me too, Steve. Bandsaw and a drum sander. Oh dear.
Oh.
You didn't get away with that cheaply then. Jenny says, sorry, I've just joined. Is that a faceplate on the chuck?
No, it's not a faceplate. I always use a 54mm Forstner bit, Jenny. I drill down anywhere between 3 and 5 millimeters, depending on the thickness of the wood. And it's on. And it's. I will show you when I turn it. I will show you exactly what I mean. It's just basically a joint. I'll show you. I've got one sit here. This is not the right one, but this is a Forstner bit. Which camera are we on? That one there.
Yep.
So the one I use is 54 millimeters. I find my center, 54mm hole, and I go down anywhere between 3 and 5 millimeters, depending on the size of the blank and what I'm going to do with it. And then you can connect that straight into, or I connect that then straight to my SC4 chuck on the external connection, not the internal. So it acts as a mortise, not a tenon.
Lucy wants to know, will I need cash tomorrow or will it be mainly by card payment?
I would bring both, Lucy.
I
Personally,
would bring a bit. I would certainly bring my card and a few pounds in cash to you.
if you bring a couple of grand in cash and then the other £2 on your card, you'll be fine. You should just
You'll
about have
be
enough.
fine. Yeah.
Should just about have enough.
The cash is particularly to buy people drink.
Right. So sand and sealer. So cellulose sand and sealer, fin 60-40, 60% cellulose sand and sealer, 40% cellulose thinners. So we're gonna give this a good coat.
The ongoing question is, where do you buy your thinners?
I buy it from eBay. I will show you. Let me just get this first coat on and I'll show you.
Okay, mate. Yeah.
You can buy a gallon for about 17 quid.
There you go.
So that's the first coat on. So I use automotive cellulose finish. You don't need the bloom, the anti-bloom and finish, just the standard thinners.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I always use this make. I've never had any problems with this make of thinners. It's around about £17 for a gallon delivered to your door, and it will last forever.
Yes,
I use quite a lot because obviously I use it for gun washing and everything else. But if you wanted a cheaper sand and seal finish, you can use gun wash. But get the good grade gun wash, not the low grade gun wash, because the low grade gun wash can sometimes be pink, and that might stain your wood. Also. So 2 coats of that. It's quite a dry bit of wood, so we're going to give it a couple of coats. Just let that dry off a little bit, and then we will just. Is that me? Or does that picture look blurry?
No, it's okay. Well, the stickers and stuff look okay. They're sharp enough. Just run over my toe with the wheel of my chair.
That's not a very good idea. Is it on the good foot or the bad foot?
That was the bad foot.
Take your mind off the actual foot, actually.
That was a bit painful. Now the front of the foot's as sore as the back of the foot.
So just
get answer question, Steve. What about the dovetail shape in the jaws when you drill it? Oh well,
that doesn't. You don't really. I don't worry about it personally.
It would depend on the wood. If it's a soft wood, it'll kind of grip anyway.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And I mean, I've used that way for a long time, and I've not had any problems with it. I think as long as you're not too aggressive with it and make sure it's nice and tight. I mean, depending on your chuck as well, because some jaws have got more of a dovetail than others, isn't they?
That's correct. Yeah.
The SC4's not really got or the record.
No, it's not a huge dovetail on the outside. No. It might even be straight. No, straight. I can't remember. Straight on one side. It's straight on the outside and dovetailed on the inside. SC4.
No. I think. Let me just get me over a C4 off here, and I'll show you. I'm sure it's dovetailed on the outside. Yeah, there's a dovetail on the outside.
Right. Donna Love Angels in. Oh, it is a fair out dovetail too.
And there's like a little. There's square on the inside, but there's like a little gripper line.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. It has the bird's beak or something on it. That's
yes.
William Kenny's in.
Hi, William. How you doing?
Robert Broadwood says, "I'm only going with cash so I don't overspend." That's a good plan. I mean, most retailers will take cash. I mean, if they don't take cash, they shouldn't be in retail. To be honest,
they take cash while they can.
Cash is king.
Right, so that's 2 coats of cellulose sand and sealer. So we're going to Yorkshire grit that. So we get that.
So the woodwork learner says he cut thinners from 50p from Lidl a while back. Yeah, I got some cellulose thinners from Lidl too, and it was cheap as chips. Can't remember just how much, but it was cheap. Roy the boy's in.
Hi,
Good evening, Roy, the 2 million view boy.
How you doing, Roy? The superstar.
Yep. 2 million views.
So we're just gonna work this in.
Andrew from AJKAGK. I can almost say that. AGK Woodworks is in.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
How you doing?
How many's in now, Malcolm? Because mine still says 38.
71 it says on mine.
What is it? I wonder why mine's not changing. Oh, there, it's just went now. It's just changed there now.
William could have come in and worm with us, couldn't he?
He could, yeah.
Are you in your workshop, William?
William's always in the workshop.
Is he?
Yeah, always.
A bit like me then. You will, Roy? Roy, I'll be there. Hopefully, be there before 10 o'clock.
With a bit of luck.
Or should I say, I'll be there by 10 o'clock. I might be on my own, but I'll be there by 10 o'clock.
And William Kenny says there's 72 in, and Lucy says there's 73 in. This is confusing me now. It could be different numbers everywhere.
All right.
It does fluctuate a bit, I have to say. William is in the workshop.
Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in there one with us, William?
He will, aye. Send him a link there.
It's on Skype though, so it's a bit new for you. Let me just send them.
Oh, don't confuse him. For goodness sake.
Hang on.
We'll sort him out. It'll be fine. Just while you let that dry in a bit.
I've got to chuck it in the. I've got to find William now. Got that many pages open.
Misty says, unfortunately, I have no way of getting to the show, but I'll be getting on with the cleaning and altering my workshop in anticipation of getting another lathe in April. Aha! So what's the new lathe coming then, Miss D?
I just sent you a link, William. Oh, sorry, Roy. We'll get you in. I'll tell you what, we will have some people in and out of the chat. That'd be quite good, actually, wouldn't it?
It's a good idea, yeah.
To have some people in and out of the chat.
I think we'll, yeah, we should do that. Just open up a few more random chat people. You fancy earworm on a Monday evening, Roy? 7 o'clock. Stick a year in there and I'll send you the link.
Right, so Yorkshire grit. Nice and smooth now. Should be around about 1,000 grit. So we're ready for our final finish on there now.
Bob P says hello from Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, good evening.
Sorry to come in late. Oh, I'd never be worrying about coming in late, sir.
Don't worry about it. You're here. That's the important thing.
Exactly. You put in an appearance, and you're more than welcome to join us.
Right, so some Hampshire Sheen high gloss wax.
Bob P does guitar tutorials. Is this? I've just had a quick look at your channel, Bob P, and you created a playlist. Fretboard, Bob P, Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry guitar lesson. I'm going to have a look at that.
You play the guitar, don't you?
Well, I have a guitar. I'd never ever say I could play it. Because I'm only...
You use the guitar to hold the door open. To hold the door open.
Still trying to learn how to play chords on it.
Right,
it's
so
all a bit of a nightmare, to be honest.
Just gently buff this up.
Susie the Swiss Food Turner says, question. What are the necessary qualifications and technical things you need to be an earworm? You need to have a camera, you need to have a headset, and that's it.
And you need it. You need to have internet. You need to have internet as well.
Hey. Williamson.
Here he is.
Well, she's got internet, obviously. Susie, if you want to be an earworm, I'll send you the link for Monday night. As long as you've got a camera and a headset, you're fine. Gary glasses in as well. Good evening, Gary. Hey, Gary said this is in almost in Scottish now. Must be an awful lot of folk with sore thumbs because they haven't hit the thumbs up button yet. Evening, William.
How are you doing, guys?
Oh, there we
Good,
are.
mate.
He's
How
here.
are you doing?
We're doing all right, William. Doing all right. I've got stronger painkillers, William. Yay!
Good on you. Well, you sound a bit chippier anyway.
He's as high as a kite, William. That's what it is.
Roy the Boy says, Brian, you sound distorted today. Yeah? Do I sound distorted?
A little while ago, your mic kept breaking up, but it's all right now.
Oh, did it? Okay. Sorry, Roy.
So, second coat of Hampshire Sheen. That will
Mr.
be
G is
enough.
in.
Hi, Mr. G. How the devil are you?
Paul, do you want to have a Paul Finlay that says, do you want to have a chat tomorrow about your whatever it is you need help with? Just give me a shout. Any time after lunchtime, I'll be free. So some sort of 12:30 onwards.
Right, so that's it. That's the most
Oh,
that's going to
Michelle's just appeared. Where have you've been sleeping, Michelle?
Ouch, static shock off that.
Susie, if you need any advice on getting yourself set up, you can always just message me and we could do a little chat over Messenger or something.
That's quite a pretty bit of wood, that is.
So, Kevin 90's on.
Hi, Kev. Well, you been asleep, mate? Right, so let's get that in a 10 then.
Kev says, yeah, all the names are going to be put to faces at last. Earworms of the world unite.
Earworms are us. So take the sticker off.
Woodward Learner says, Susie, you don't need to know what you're doing. Just look at Brian and Terry.
Ooh, that's
Andy,
a bit harsh.
trouble at mill, lad. Trouble at mill.
Right, so I think I'm going to try and get a rim around about that width. Around it. Just gently scallop out the other side. Do I colour just the rim or do I colour the whole thing? Just the rim,
The
I
whole
think.
thing. Go for it. Go for it. Colour the whole thing.
You sure?
Oh, 100%. Roy wants to know what the wood is, and it's sycamore, Roy. And Gary Glass says, have you any snow, Brian? We did have this morning. It was about an inch, maybe an inch. Yeah, couldn't have been any more than an inch. Of a fair old covering everywhere between here and at least Moira. Because Paul had some as well. And it's mostly
whole
gone
thing, yeah.
from my house. Just little patches left in the field. Kevin 90 says, watching, but you missed all my comments, Brian. I missed all your comments. Here we go again. Well, I'm not going back to look for them. If you want me to read them out, you may put them back in again. How about that, William? How's that for an idea? You've been very quiet, William.
Is he still there?
I can see his picture. No picture, no sound at the minute. Sounds like my house.
Right, so how thick is that? I want to try and get that.
And Woodburn Paul says, my microphone, your microphone is echoing, Brian.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Why would it be doing that?
I'm picking up two audios. There's about a lag of about 10 seconds between the two of them, so I don't know
Have
what's
you got?
causing that.
Have you switched off? Have you muted the YouTube tab on your browser?
Yeah, but I was picking up. I'll go out and come back in. I'll go out and come back in.
And make sure you haven't got a camera on Skype as well as your headset.
On audio.
Why is my headset being funny? I wonder.
You have an occasional echo, Brian. Getting worse, to be honest. I know that
Why
was
is that?
your mic a little while ago was very bitty, Brian. That was like intermittent.
Right, okay.
But
I'm gonna switch it off and turn it back on again. I'll be back in a second.
right, let's just face this off.
I wonder, could it be the fact that it's connected to my mobile device as well?
Could be.
Is that any better now?
Yeah, it's not all the time, mate. It's only now and again that does it.
I've now got two pictures of William, Steve.
Hang on a second.
One is bad enough.
Well, no, we don't want to.
That sounds better now.
Roger Kent's in. Good evening, Roger.
Hey, Roger.
Right, if this kicks you out, William,
And
just come back in, all right? I shouldn't do, but it's just in case it does.
Yeah, sound no problem.
Right, that's all right. That's gone.
no, you're fine.
Yeah, I was
Malcolm
picking
Douglas.
up two sounds.
Malcolm Douglas says he didn't hear an echo.
Did you try and come in? Did you download Skype, William, or did you try and come in before you downloaded Skype?
No, I had YouTube running on the computer, and I didn't turn it off before I went into Skype.
Ah, right. Okay.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was getting two different sounds. There must be a time delay between the two of them.
Yeah, there is about 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's what it is exactly. Yeah, no,
we're on Skype, and then Steve's broadcasting Skype out to YouTube.
That's what it is.
That's why there's a delay.
Yeah, as I told Brian before, the only technology I should be allowed to use is my watch.
I'm not so sure about that even.
And that's an analog one.
A pencil.
and it only has one button.
Colin Woodward's is in.
Hi, Colin. How you doing?
Hey,
Colin.
Welcome along, buddy.
Who else have we got?
Did you buy that Pro Edge, Colin?
Oh, yeah. He did ask me about a Pro Edge, didn't he? He should have bought it.
He should have done for the price of it.
And if he hasn't bought it, I would buy it.
Yeah.
I would have bought it.
It's the best bit of kit you will ever buy.
Yep. It is.
Oh, have you noticed that Axminster are now selling their Ultimate Edge thing through their outlet on eBay?
Oh, really?
Yep, 200 and something pounds. I got an email today. Well, you can give me if you, Paul. If you can't tomorrow, is Sunday okay? The Woodshed have got a demonstration on tomorrow with Emmett Kane.
Oh, good man. Emmett is great. That's well worth a look. I had the pleasure of spending a day with Emmett.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
So remember about that whip. I'm going to put a line in there so I know where I'm going to go to.
Raymond Wise has joined us.
Hi, Raymond. How you doing? Thanks for coming over. So I'm going to sand. I'm actually going to do this to the rim. I'm only going to colour the rim because I think that'll set off better because that's a nice bit of wood in the middle there. So I think that'll look better. Sorry, Brian.
I'm used to being ignored anyway, it's fine.
Roy
the Boy says he's just bought a second-hand Jabra 65 Evolve. He says £2,150, plus he got £5 off from eBay. I think he means £21.50. At least I hope he does.
Yeah. A great headset too.
Colin says he didn't get it because the man got a better offer.
Oh, that's pity.
It's got for a price and then sells it more money. That's a bit cheeky.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I keep looking out. He'll find another one.
Simon from Flied Coast Woodturning has just joined us. Good evening,
Simon. How you doing?
Simon.
Hey, Simon.
John Mooney's got to go. Says he'll catch up later. Good man, John. Thanks for coming in, mate. Appreciate it. Did you do any more hollowing or coring today?
No, I didn't, Brian. I just one thing led to another today, and then I went off droning, so I went
Oh, you
down
were
another
droning,
rabbit
were
hole.
you?
Yeah. So
Very good.
I was late then when I got back, and I cut out a few more blanks. So I'll go at it tomorrow.
Good lad.
Give it another go. How are you today? Any foot any better or worse? Or?
Yeah, it was just the same this morning, sore, painful.
Same, yeah.
But I got on the phone to the doctor today and read the right act, basically. Mark Whittington has just joined us. Good evening, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Welcome along, Mark.
So I've got an appointment with the doctor on Monday to encourage him to try and bump me up the list a bit.
Good.
If we can. And I got stronger painkillers, so.
Yeah, that always helps.
That does, yeah.
Yeah. We all have our crosses to bear.
We do. I'm not the only one that's a bit poorly and a bit sore, I have to say. Kevin 9K says, anyone at New York, how's the roads? I would say they'd be pretty well, the main roads would be pretty well gritted and stuff.
Roads a bit clear.
But just be careful if you're going early, because it will be icy tomorrow.
There is an ice warning for tomorrow. Well, between 11 o'clock tonight and 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, set out by the what do you call it, Met Office. So there is going to be ice about tomorrow morning. So, like Brian said,
just be careful.
Take care.
Mark says, Kev, the roads are fine. Steve Hill says the roads are fine, no snow.
So drive it like you stole it.
Oh yeah.
And Andrew from AJK Woodwork says, hello, Fluffy.
Talking to Mark, is it? Oh no, who's Fluffy?
I have no idea.
Fluffy, Mark's Fluffy.
I have no idea.
Right, so bit of sand and sealer on there.
Colin said there was a chap selling a Proxon long neck grinder for £55 on Facebook. I'm waiting for a reply. That's a good deal too.
Yeah.
Brian L. Torneo de Madeira is in.
Hi,
Brian with a Y.
Hi, Brian.
Being invaded by Brian's tonight.
It's four of us. That's four of us in now.
Four of them.
Roy the boy says, I had an appointment about my back and we'll be seeing the physio next week. Good man. Tuesday the Swiss woodturner says, do you also change to winter tyres in the UK or do you drive around all year on the same ones? We don't have enough winter to justify changing to winter tyres. It's not worth the effort. We've had snow this year. This is the only bit of snow we've had, and it's going to last for 2 days, and the country fell apart. JP Woodwork is in.
Hi, JP.
She says, I've had a nice warning every day from the missus. It's also known as cold shoulder. Brian Walker says, top blokes us, Brian's. We aren't dead.
4 Brians. I bet poor Michelle is cringing.
Sits there in tears.
You can be quiet.
She just feels herself welling up. Right, do you need this? Me ready to get some Abrasive lacquer on there?
I hope colours you're used to it. You're not going to use them shiny, flaky things again, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm fed up of using them now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover my chuck up because I don't like cleaning up.
Oh, Carriglass says, right, chaps and chapesses, it's getting a bit late here. Time for my bed. Early start tomorrow.
See you later, mate. Thank you very much for coming over.
And he says, I'm tired, my head keeps bouncing off the headboard. Or the keyboard.
Off the keyboard.
Keyboard.
Good on you, Gary.
Later. Good night, Gary. Take it easy.
Gary, thanks for coming over, mate. Right, so chestnuts, Abrasive lacquer.
Kevin 9K says he reduced his blood pressure pills tonight. rough as and blood pressure's up while pulse is going down. Take the pills again then, for goodness sake.
Yeah, push them in.
Oh, Andy, you're in so much trouble, buddy. Sometimes the Scots change from wood to rubber tires. Very good. That's one that just went straight into my memory banks. You can guarantee there's a comeback on that. But I'll wait my turn.
Right, so just get this lacquered or painted, shall I?
Colin, which Facebook page is that on? The Facebook Messenger, Facebook Marketplace. He says the chap also has one with loads of extras for over 100 quid. Well, the machine itself's over £100 now, so it's looking nice, Steve. Shiny. Is that Martin's black, is it?
No, it's chestnuts.
Chestnuts.
I'm just going to dry it off with a hot air gun, not too hot because that will blister.
Oh, it does, aye.
Yeah,
I
makes
know.
it bubble a little.
Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, me either.
Every time, nearly.
Yeah. I've no patience for paint, for colouring.
No colouring at all, no.
Yeah.
He's had one day of colouring and gave up. Well, not so much gave up, threw it in the corner.
And what about that same Saturday? Steve done a hangout, and I watched him colour a vase, and I was doing mine at the same time, but the end product wasn't the same.
Woodworking UK, I think it was. Okay. Thanks, Colin. I'll have a wee look, see can I find that. Kev says, nope, the reason reduced as increasing for a week and the BP dropping as increased meds 2 weeks ago. Oh dear. Hard to get yourself stable, son.
Right, so what I'm going to do is to get that, can't see it, to get this edge here, we're on the right camera, to get this edge here, I'm going to turn the lathe on, I'm just going to hold it and let it brush over, dust over. And it should, if it goes slightly over the back, it don't matter because it's waxed, so that'll come off. So we turn the lathe down low and we're just going to put a thin bead on like that and that'll give us a nice, hopefully line.
Careful that towel, Steve, it's going to catch.
And Roy the boy said he spoke with Barry of Wood Creations today and he's still unwell, so he won't be going to the show. Oh, that's a shame. But he gave Roy a shopping list.
Good on him.
Yeah, clever boy, clever boy. Roy, I did see your last two messages. Lucy says it's the first time we've been to a show. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Lucy.
A great experience.
And our good friend Rob from Klingsport Abrasive is in.
Come on, Rob.
Hi, Rob. Am I right in saying you're not at New York show, but you're going to Harrogate? Is that right, Rob?
Right, so I think I'm just going to get out one more dust.
No stall, I think.
I think he's visiting New York.
I think he's visiting, yeah, but he doesn't have a stall.
Yeah. So just one more dust over those. Nice light dusters. Better off putting several thin coats over than one thick coat. So just let that dry.
Is my micro? Yeah, yes, we're going to have a stand out again. Good man, Rob. Is my microphone behaving now? Is it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. I had my iPad is in here, and it was connected to that by Wi-Fi, as well as the dongle on the computer. So that may have something to do with it. Oh, Richard Benton's in.
Hi, Dad. How you doing?
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Dad's in. Lucy's not sure what to expect from it. Lots of tools, Lucy.
Oh yes,
And
lots
bits
of
wood
tools.
Yeah. And wood.
Grown men,
Good
adult men stand dribbling at stands.
Yeah, drooling over tools.
Yeah.
All got,
Particularly expensive big ones.
Most of them have little
Yeah.
damp patches.
It's an illness, I think. It's an
Roy the
illness.
boy has a question. He says, Steve, how thin was that?
This is about 5 mil thick. I've left it about 5 mil.
Andy says, no, it's just the thing behind the mic that's not behaving now. I never behave, Andy. There's no point. Why would I want to start now?
Yes. It's the small horizontal opening behind the mic.
JP asked the question, didn't he? What was the question JP asked?
When?
I thought I see a question by JP was asking something about the hood for the.
All right, Steve,
he
do
said,
you
have a link
do
to
you
your
have a
website?
link on your website to your extractor hood and boom?
No, it's not on there, JP, because I didn't get it from Amazon. But all it is basically is a computer desk monitor stand. So it's what you clamp it to your desk and then attach your monitor to it. That's all it is. So that's dry. I'll just put
That's
my
what I
dusty,
use on mine.
just put my dusty hands all over it. So the question is now, what paints are we going to put on it?
Shiny ones.
Well,
Shiny is right.
we've done Joe Sonia's before. Let's see what else we've got in the cupboard of magic.
Spider Fib's in.
Right,
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Zed, how you doing, mate?
Spider spit.
That's micro powder. That's micro powder.
Spider Fib says, go to the show and look at the YouTube turners and think, well, they look different in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bumped into a few, so.
The
Roy the boy wants plum.
Go on.
Plum.
I know he wants bloody plum.
Plum against black is not going to work, right?
Oh,
It's going to have to be shinies.
Can't remember what I was going to say now. I was going to say something. Put me off. Right, so needs to be an iridescent, doesn't it, really? So I've got Joe Sonia's. I've got the chestnut ones, but they're a bit thin to put on there, really.
I think so. Joe Sonia's are better.
Yeah, I like the Joe Sonia's as well.
Let's go with Joe Sonia's then.
Kevin 9K says, don't nick my blue purple scheme, Steve.
Sorry, Kev.
I know you liked it.
Right, so I reckon a sponge. What do you reckon? Yeah, no? What?
Just change the camera there, Steve.
Oh yeah, sorry. Glad you're here, William.
JP said, what? JP has just said, Rob, good thing about having marked demo sandpaper is at least he won't take the wings off the blanks with low grit paper. Oops.
Right, so Joe Sonia.
By a row of smiley faces.
So turquoise. I like turquoise. Violet. And then either green. I'm not keen on the blue. I'm not. Green. Oh, we've got turquoise. What colours do you reckon, Brian?
Turquoise.
Turquoise, violet, and another colour. Gold?
Turquoise and gold. Turquoise and gold.
You don't want violet then?
No, violet and turquoise are not that far apart. Are they?
Well, depends how far apart you put the bottles, doesn't it, really?
Okay. Put one on either side of the cupboard, then you'll be all right. Yeah, use three of them. Go for it.
So
Robert Rockwood has a question, Steve. Now, he's sorry to be a pain, he says.
You're never a pain.
Could you give me details of the bird that you used on the two-piece hollow form from about 10 days ago.
Did I say that again? Sorry, say that again.
He says, sorry to be a pay. Can you give me the details of the burr that you used on the two-piece hollow form about 10 days ago? That'll be your cut saw burrs, I think. Is it not?
Oh, okay, yes. Sorry. I thought you meant it was a burr piece of wood. Sorry.
No. Well, I'm assuming it's
These ones.
I think that must be it. Yes. Let us know if that's what you're talking about, Rob.
Is that the one, Rob? Cut saw.
Cut saw.
Yeah, cut saw.
Cuts all.
Yeah, it does cut all. I don't know what they'd be like on metal though.
Well, it's carbide, so it should cut metal too.
So yeah, that was. And
it won't last as long though, but they will cut.
And they come in 3 different shapes. These are the fine ones. You can get them in 3 different grits, but these are the fine. So if
there's more than 3 different shapes. I've got 4.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay. I thought there was only 3.
No, there's more than that, Steve. There's 5 or 6, I think.
Oh, okay. Right, what was I looking for? Sponge. Right, so I've got some sea sponges here. I want quite a coarse one. So,
Andy Woodward Lerner says, can you use the pink you probably have stashed at the back of the drawer?
I have got pink.
Mm-hmm.
Will it match Andy's underpants?
Kev says, Robert, they're expensive, but they last a long time. They last well. They do actually. They're very robust.
So I'm going to get a pair of scissors and cut that one in half.
Particularly if you just use them on wood.
You've used them, Brian, you have?
I have, yeah. I've got a set of them yet.
Yeah.
They're good.
They are very good. I like them.
I may use them on Monday night, actually.
I actually got one from Emmett Kane the day I was down there, but I haven't got to use it yet.
Yeah. Well, they're really good for protection.
Yeah.
The coarse ones removing a serious amount of timber.
Yeah, you don't need to be pushing hard on them.
Oh, no.
Even them fine ones, they move it quite quick. Right, what am I looking
Did you?
Right, so we're using these.
Kevin 9K says green for a change, possibly. Did we say green? No, we didn't.
You said turquoise.
Is that a sea sponge you're using, Steve? Is that a natural sea sponge or a fake one?
I would imagine it's a fake one. Because I think I bought a pack from the range.
Yeah, they're synthetic ones.
Yeah, for around about £2.50, something like that. So yeah, I would imagine they're fake ones. Right, so let's go for the violet first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little blob on the. Actually, I'll put a bit of wood on there. Put a blob on the bit of wood, and then we're going to spread it about, and then we're going to dip our sponge in it because we don't want massive amounts on it. We just want to be getting the high spots of the sponge really to give us a bit of a pattern. If not, we're just going to end up with one massive blob in there. So with the Joe Sonias, they all come out whitish, but if you look at them, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, you can just see the shimmer of the actual colour it is. So you won't get them mixed up too bad. So spread it about my finger a little bit. So I'm just dipping my sponge in it. I'm going to move it about the board because again, it's very similar to dry brushing. We don't want a massive amount on, and we're just going to gently touch on it. Don't need to push hard on it. Just gentle.
Adam from I Love Woodturning's in.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
So there's the link to Cuts All Burrs. And that's just to their page. They've got hundreds of burrs on it. And Kevin N.K. was asking Mark if there's any of the New York traders offering good discounts, and Mark says, yes, there are lots of show deals.
So that's the violet. So we're just going to quickly dry that off. Now, if you put the Joe Sonias on too thick, they will stay white.
They do.
But hopefully these are going to go their colour.
Sponge is a nice effect.
It is, yeah. You get a nice dappled effect from it.
Yeah. Or if you scrunch up a plastic bag as well.
Bubble wrap
roll it into a tight knot.
Good.
Yeah. So do you tin that down, Steve, with medium or anything? No,
No, this is
just
straight
from the tub.
If I'm doing it like this or with a brush, I do it straight
Yeah.
out of the pot. Anytime I really feel it, as if I'm going to do string pull.
Malcolm Douglas is having to go. He says catch up later. Bye all.
See you
Bye,
later,
Malcolm.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Malcolm.
So that's the violet. So we're going to go turquoise next. Now these pots, these Joe Sonia paints ain't the cheapest, but they last a long time. I've had these well over 2.5 years, and they're not even half empty yet.
A very little goes a long way. You don't have to put a lot on.
Right, so let's use this one for this one.
Treat it more like a highlighting thing rather than a complete coverage. That's what I do anyway.
So this one's quite a coarse sponge. So hopefully we're going to get just some different patterns on. And the idea of using different sponges is you get different patterns each time. And don't push too hard on your sponge because you'll just squash it all in. You'll just end up with one massive blob.
Benjamin's in. Stand by your beds.
Oh no. Better pack up. Ben's in.
And Jenny Smith says she has to go. Can I save and watch later? It will be on YouTube, Jenny. If you if you're subscribed to Steve's channel, you'll find it easily.
It may not be available to watch back on catch up until tomorrow because it's when the live is finished. That needs to update and process, but it will be back tomorrow.
It will, yeah. Definitely, if not just later on this evening.
Right, so just going to dry that again.
Yeah, Adam says, Lucy the Yorkshire in me has short arms and deep pockets. This is of course true. Yorkshiremen are even more merciful than Scotsmen.
I'd say it's a toss-up.
Rob from Kleinsport says, with bars, do not buy cut 6.
Is that the make?
Will vibrate too much. Yeah, no. I don't know. That's just what he said. Do not buy cut 6. It will vibrate too much. Okay. Do you guys sell birds as well, Rob? Or do you manufacture them, or do you just sell other people's? What's the deal there? I'd rather buy from somebody I know.
The thing is, to know when you're buying them, it's getting a good make in it that you know is going to last.
This is the thing, yeah.
I mean, you don't mind paying for them as long as they're going to last. There's nothing worse than buying something and you use it twice and it's naff.
Roy the Boy says, I'm going to have a go with the Aldi paints I have and put different colours on them, dabbing to mix the colours together to see what comes up. Excellent idea, Roy. Experiment.
Exactly.
Give it a go.
Yeah, okay, Rob, thanks for that. I'll have a look at your website.
Douglas Mungham is in, or was he in earlier? Is he saying hello?
Hi, Douglas.
Hey, Douglas.
Did you use some of Kleinspor's birds the other day, Steve?
I did. Rob sent me some.
All right, okay. Cool.
So just a little bit of gold over the top of this.
Andy Roosevelt Leonard says, I'm no tighter than a clam. Indeed.
Yeah, there's a few of them going around, you know, them tight jokes.
Enough, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, tons. Yeah, tons.
All right, put them back.
Sometimes less is more with these kind of things.
I look different once I take out that middle bit anyway. That'll make it.
It will, yeah.
It'll
lighten up a bit. Yep.
It goes a long way, that Joe Sonia paint.
Oh, it does.
Very long way. Very long way.
Yeah.
Just put a tiniest little drop on your palette and give it a rub about your sponge and kind of dab your sponge kind of dry, and then go for it.
The only person selling it down in Southern Ireland here is Pat Carroll.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
The
if
only
you need
place
some
you can
more,
get
if you need some William, you know what to do. Just give me a shout, and I'll organise it for you.
That'll be cheaper to ship it over to, I think.
Yeah.
I'll organise that for you. No bother if you want some.
We've plenty of sycamore blanks now drying, crying out for paint.
But then you don't put paint on them. So.
Well, I will be now because they're good for nothing else.
Benjamin says I'm about as tight as the knot on Steve's logo. So what's that knot for?
Some look pretty.
It's been a good talking point over the years, hasn't it, Steve?
Yeah, it has. It certainly has. Right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of acrylic gloss lacquer over the top of that. Just basically to protect that when I turn out the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So this is chestnuts.
If it's good and dry, you won't actually have to protect it. But,
just be careful. There's not a lot of material in the middle to turn away.
Yeah, there isn't. Yeah.
Have you heard about my reputation, have you, William?
Reputation precedes him.
I had a small episode myself, Steve, yesterday. I made a bowl with a hole. My first one.
William joined the funnel club yesterday for the first time.
I bet it won't be your last.
No.
It definitely won't be. Mind you, he's got away with it. He's turning nearly 3 years now, and he hasn't.
Yeah, that's my first. Yeah.
He must be a bit more considerate saying what those are then.
Yeah, no. I do all sorts of funnels, side funnels, bottom funnels.
Yeah. And I wasn't with the tool I went through. I was with bloody sandpaper.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
You should never have admitted to that. That's terrible.
I sanded through the bottom. Yeah.
Not the first man's done that though. Mark the Gentleman Woodturner's done that.
Actually, I seen that show. Yeah. These things happen.
Lucy wants to know from Kev, what colour is your mobility scooter? That's almost a personal question. Kev at 9K says, lots of people are going to have some shocks tomorrow meeting people. Indeed.
Wait till they meet Terry.
Go some walk past him. Keep looking to the ground, you'll see him.
Keep your head up and walk past.
Rob says this could be the TARDIS bowl, bigger on the inside than the out. I have vases like that.
Right. Turn that extractor off. We don't need that on now.
Oh, Lucy's just said we should all wear something fluffy as identification. Oops.
Something fluffy.
Roy the boy says, I've been lucky with funnels. Not had one yet, but been close.
And I wouldn't mind, I only said that to you the other day, Brian. I've never done a funnel. And then the next day I done one.
See, that's what you get for crowing.
Yeah.
Lucy says, I'm really close to the ground, Steve. We know you're only 5 foot, you see.
My other half is short as well, so.
But she's not that short.
She tells me good things come in smaller parcels.
She's quite right. My granny used to say that to me because she was tiny as well.
Yeah.
Kevin 9K says, question for Steve. Will anyone be able to miss or hear me, Steve?
I don't know. Well, I'm not going to disappoint people, Kev.
I'm not sure how to take that.
I'll let people make their own mind up about you.
Would Kev be as vocal in person as he is on the chat?
Have I got to be Polite, courteous, or honest?
No, you've got to be honest.
Honest. The answer is yes.
Ben says, Benjamin says, I'll be right back. Got to go and cook the steak a lot more. There's a tiny speck of pink. Oh dear.
God. No, not for me. It'd have to be as tough as a boot before I'd eat.
Oh, you, Michelle, could lick thumbs to the elbow.
I like mine so you can give it CPR and that walk off a plate.
Me too.
No.
That's the way I like mine.
No.
Was red in the middle.
Oh no, it was still eating grass 10 minutes before that.
Oh yeah, I like it so it's just warm in the middle.
Oh no.
It's the best way to have it, man.
I'm just reading Rob from Glingspor's comment here. He says, I'm easy to spot. I look for the bronze god of a man, and I will be the skinny glasses with an idiot next to him.
I like that. Good on you, Rob.
So I got a little bit of chatter in there.
Rob.
I've got a little bit of chatter in there where that's thin and that's just whipping a little bit. So I'm just going to sand that out.
So Kev seems to be a quite slight sort of gentleman. He says he's 6'4" and 27 stone.
Yeah, he's a big lad.
Sounds a bit like a brick outhouse.
Yeah, be easy to spot.
I would think.
Douglas says he's Kev. I'm 6 foot and 19 stone. Big guys.
Andy says as long as it stops mooing, your steak will be okay, Ben.
Yeah. There's a pal of mine, he loves his steak too. He says, take off the horn, shave its ass and put it on the plate.
Cut its horns off, wipe its ass and stick it on the plate, yeah. Or, how do you like your steak? Like a good vet could get it back in its feet.
Oh no, I couldn't.
It's gorgeous.
These are carnivores.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Got the right teeth for it. Kevin 9K says he's got 62-inch chest. That's nearly as tall as Lucy. In fact, that's taller. No, that's not.
Size 15 shoes.
Yeah. Size 15 shoes. Where do you get your shoes from a boatyard?
He gets 2 pairs with every pair he buys because he can use the boxes as well.
Oh.
And Roy the boy says, I'm 5'6" and handsome. I'm not sure you're correct in either of those two statements, Roy the boy.
You got half of it,
Yeah.
right, mate?
I've seen Roy for the first time on YouTube yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
He used taller vision, he does. Roy does for his videos.
Taller vision.
He has a lovely tidy workshop as well. And a lovely red cabinet.
He has a nice red cabinet, right enough, because
Yeah.
he got that from Steve.
It's good to see it being used rather than just sat in the garage.
Douglas says, Lucy, my missus has real trouble getting nice shoes to go out in. Yeah, so does Lucy, I think.
Let's have a look at that. Ooh, it's nice.
Michelle wouldn't know. She's only got tiny feet. Michelle's only got size 5 feet or something.
Roy says,
Four
okay,
and a half
5'6".
Yeah, that's better, Roy. That's truer.
So I just left that little groove in there.
Did not.
And then just brought that just inside that little groove.
Was it an intentional groove or was it just a tool mark?
Well, no, cheeky fucker.
Cheeky sod.
No, that's the tool mark in there. I got no tool marks, so I used 80 grit to get rid of
Rob.
them. Right, so a little bit.
Rob says I've just eaten 18 chicken wings and I'm not feeling guilty at all. Because chickens can't really fly. Oh God. Douglas says his wife has size 2 feet.
Oh my God.
My God.
Kiddie shoes then.
That's tiny.
So no sand and sealer over the Joe Sonias because it will run them.
Well, yeah. Paul Kavanagh's in from
Paul.
the shed.
How you doing, Paul?
Good
Evening,
evening,
Paul.
Paul.
I never got a chance to get a chat with you today. I was editing videos all day, Paul.
I was nearly going to have to contact Paul today. I was having a bit of trouble with my drone,
Oh,
and I heard Paul is an avid drone flyer.
he is indeed. He's a dronist. What do you call somebody
Yeah.
who flies a drone? A dronist?
No, someone is broke.
Somebody's broke, yeah. Poor.
Yeah, poorer.
Especially if they're a wood turner and a drone owner.
Yeah. All my hobbies cost me a fortune.
God, Lucy's only got size 2 feet as well. It's not
Kitty's feet.
Tinky, tiny feet. Lucy likes her steak just over rare. So between rare and blue then somewhere. Question. Will spray sanding sealer make them run? Don't use sanding sealer over Joe Sonia paints at all.
No.
It's
No,
paint. It should be sealed before, not after.
put a bit of lacquer over them and that's about it.
Lacquer is right.
So just lacquer straight over it, yeah.
Definitely don't put sanding sealer over any paint. So you would sanding seal over stains, but not paints.
Lucy says, I blow over in the wind.
Is that because of the small feet?
Alright, so just a little bit of wax on there and that's all finished.
Well, Lucy likes her steak between rare and medium rare.
God, no.
So that's medium rare then.
That's medium rare, that's exactly right. Well, between rare and medium rare, she says. So I don't know what that is. Rare, medium rare?
That's rare,
barely
medium.
dead.
We're getting highly technical now.
That's only one mirror, not two. Right.
Benjamin says size 2. Isn't that just a hoof?
Crew beam.
Alright, so let's polish these off.
Rob says, note to self, send Steve some real non-woven sheets. Stop him using that yellow stuff.
Well, I'm always willing to try something new, Rob.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's got a nice shine on that bit of wood. That's a nice bit of wood, that is. It's nearly a shame the colour of that.
Oh, Lucy says, I'm just awkward. Oh.
What did you say it was, Steve? Maple, is it?
No, a piece of sycamore.
Sycamore.
Sycamore. Yeah, same difference.
Well, it had SYC written on it, so we assumed it was sycamore.
Just a
Sycamore
second.
from the maple family.
So we're just going to buff this last little bit off. Try not to get any wax on your Joe Sonia, because what that will do is leave a white residue on it, and you won't be able to get it off very easily.
Even though you've put a bit of lacquer over it.
Yeah, because it's slightly textured, isn't it? So you'd struggle.
Yeah.
You'd struggle because when you sponge it, you're creating a texture.
Yeah, true enough.
So can you see a sheen on that?
It's coming up nice now.
So nice shine on there.
There is, yeah.
So we will get rid of the mask and tape off the chuck. Excuse me. So what's the time?
Oh, Rob says, Brian, your stickers are on its way.
20 past 8, Steve.
Along with some other goodies.
77 people watching.
Wow.
If anyone else is a gift for your 21st birthday.
So
Indeed.
Just got the tender to turn off the back. So have we got time to do that?
Yeah, you have. Go ahead. It's only 20 past. Loads of time.
Because they
Brian
don't.
says, I'm well. Brian,
Because they
Brian
don't.
says, I'm well. Brian with the Y says, I'm well peed off, he says.
Oh,
I
God.
accidentally exported my latest video to my old YouTube account, which doesn't exist, which doesn't have a channel. How do you work that? A YouTube which doesn't have a channel? And then deleted my videos file on the camera before I realised what I'd done. Oh dear.
That's
So you
why.
sent it to the wrong place. And
That's
now
why
it's
I
gone.
never delete any. No videos at all.
No, Steve has every video he's ever produced or ever made in terabytes and terabytes of hard drives.
I thought I did as well. I realised I hadn't.
You thought you
Yeah.
did.
I was actually saving mine in a hard disk drive, and then it calved. Just lost everything.
Yeah. I thought I was saving, and I was only saving a thumbnail.
Yeah. I didn't realise that's what before somebody told me. I didn't realise that's what happened either.
Yeah, you're only saving a shortcut, not an actual
Yeah,
file.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
Then
think
when
you think
download the file.
cool that 6 gigabyte went over in a nanosecond.
Yeah, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I should have twigged. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
as I said, I shouldn't be allowed near technology.
Douglas Mungham says, "Wow, that looks great, Steve."
thank you very much, Douglas. Oh, wrong key, Chucky. We won't be doing that with that Chucky. Are we going to be lucky? Are we going to be lucky?
Ooh.
Oh, that's got to be
Rob,
Ah,
here.
you
This
got
is now. This is
got it.
news, boys. This is good news. Robert Kingsford says, "Trust me, at Harrogate there will be lots of giveaways. I already have 3K worth of stuff signed off." Ooh,
Good on you, Rob.
good man. Right, so we're going to go just across.
excellent. Oh,
Take that off of there. Harrogate should be really good. I'm hoping Harrogate's going to be really busy this year.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Bit quiet last year, but hopefully, with the pandemic over with.
I didn't think it was all that quiet, but then I had never been before.
Yeah,
so
but if you know the open spaces that there were at Harrogate, normally
Mhm.
you've got maybe 1.5 meters in between each store, and that's
All
it.
right, okay, yeah, the aisles were quite wide.
Yeah.
I have to say, yeah. Oh, Roy the boy says I can't make Harrogate. Oh, well, why not, Roy? Go and tell us why you're not going to Harrogate.
He's on
Which
holiday,
cruise
isn't
are you on? Which cruise are you on? And Lucy says that they're going to be at Harrogate. I'm definitely going to Harrogate. Unless I pop my clogs before then.
Divilled a bit. Like myself, only the good die young.
I'll have a long and prosperous future ahead then, haven't I? Colin says, I wished I was going.
Me
Says-
and all, but it's a bit far for me.
Andy says, a question off topic. Is a chuck safe to use if it doesn't touch the flange on the thread? I.e. the thread on the head is still visible.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't risk it.
It's got a bottom out.
I certainly wouldn't risk that, Andy.
Why is it not going in totally on the spindle?
I don't know. Andrew from AGK says he'll be
there.
Harrogate. Good man. Well, Roy the boy says Harrogate won't be as good this year as I'm going to Lanzarote. We'll miss you, Roy, because it was good crack in the hotel.
I'd rather be going to Harrogate than Lanzarote.
So would I. Lanzarote is just sunshine and beaches. Nah, I don't think about it. And lots of alcohol. Well, wait a minute.
He'll be walking the beach looking for driftwood.
I think the last time he went abroad, he brought home some nice bits of wood, did he not?
Roy?
So I seem to remember there was olive ash in his future. Or was that somebody else?
That sounds really thin now. I ain't going no thinner than that.
Yes, it sounds it all right.
Careful there, Steve. Careful.
Yeah, go easy with I start with 240.
Spiderfoot says, I'll be at Harrogate again. When you live 10 miles away, it'd be rude not to.
Who's
Oh,
that?
you lucky
Oh,
so-and-so.
no.
Who says
You're
that?
lucky, sir.
Spider's bed.
Oh,
Is that really thin, Steve?
hey,
Is that really thin?
that's been enough.
You think you can see through it?
Shine a light on
I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it. Let's put it that way.
it.
I think I'd nearly quit while you're ahead. Where is Harrogate in the UK?
See in
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
North, south?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Is it classed as North Yorkshire or not? I don't know if it's North Yorkshire, is it? I think it might be.
Is it? I have no idea. Well, there's two in there, north and south, don't there? Don't know.
Long drive for you, Brian.
Well, the last time I went, I flew to Bristol and drove up with Pete from Bristol. It took us, 4.5 hours or something.
Whoa.
And then this time I'm trying to fly to East Midlands. East Midlands or West Midlands? East Midlands. And go to Terry's, and Terry's go pick me up from the airport. But we'll see. It depends on the way the flights work. But as I said to Paul Kavanagh the other day, if there was four of us going, we could take a car, go across the ferry.
He's hinting there. William, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Not hinting at all. Richard Phelan said he might be going.
Be a great few days.
Can you not fly Leeds to Leeds Bradford? I suppose you could, Lucy. Yeah, Leeds Bradford. Is that not what they call the West Midlands Airport?
Don't know. All I would say is if you
I
are,
have no idea the airports.
all I would say is if you are going to Harrogate, get your hotel booked because the hotel we're staying in is fully booked already.
It is, yeah.
And the only other, there's another Premier Inn in the centre.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only other Premier Inn. Other than that, you'll have to use Airbnb or other hotels.
Well, that hotel that Mark got, whatever it's called, was it the Castle or something?
That's the one in the city centre, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's not the Premier Inn, though, is it?
So Rob from Clynesport says we have so many exciting stuff. Must have some new products coming out happening for woodturners in the next few months. Oh, looking forward to that then.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Good stuff.
Mr. G says, yes, flying to Leeds would be much better. Okay. I'll have a look at that. Does any flight, do you know if any flights from Belfast to Leeds? That's the problem, you see, is getting from Belfast to wherever you're going.
Every bed in the city will be booked up.
Especially if it was like last year when there was like a Comic-Con going on as well.
There was a Comic-Con was on.
All right, so it's first coat of sand and sealer.
Leeds is West Yorkshire. Okay, Lucy. Thank you.
Put that away, we don't need that anymore.
It's actually not that big a deal for me to fly to, even if Pete wasn't going or something. Not the first time I've flown into Bristol and just hired a car and went wherever I wanted to go.
Just a long drive, isn't it, from Bristol?
Yeah, it's not that. I mean, I suppose you could fly into Leeds and hire a car, I suppose.
So just a little bit of wax on that, I think. We are tickety-boo.
Spiderford says, Def O'Brien, my mate's wife is Irish and flies from Leeds Bradford, as I have for the rugby, into Belfast. Oh, right, okay, so I'll have to look into that. Andy the woodwork learner says,
Man,
tents
Andy,
for
yeah.
Harrogate sounds like a good business opportunity. We should just hire I tell you what we should do, we should hire one of those Winnebagos and just
Yeah, camper van. Yeah, happy
a big
days.
camper van thing and just go for it.
Road trip.
My next door neighbour has one.
You could tour the UK while you was over.
No.
Turner's on tour.
Big sign up the side, Thunders on tour, yeah. Oh, Paul Kavanagh says, Comic-Con, I'm currently making a Doctor Who prop for a friend. Excellent.
Good man, Paul.
Andy the woodwork learner says, Brian, you're a YouTube star. Hire a helicopter. Yeah, right. You want to know how much I made out of YouTube in 2 years? I'll tell you, £206.
Good average.
Yeah, 100 quid a year. Hardly pays for the sandpaper.
Especially when you buy in 100-metre rolls.
Yeah, exactly. What's this?
Yeah, I've made 206, spent 1,206.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
And the
including,
rest.
not including the lathes and the tools and the. That's just on wood. Right, so there we go. All sanded up. Wrong Chucky again.
Oh, Rob from Kingsborough says, our world business development manager that I have to go through hates me. He was a wood turner 10 years ago, and because I've been banging on about it so much, he's got the itch and spent 3k getting himself started again. Good man, Rob.
Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer's Crafts and Creations is in.
All right, Jennifer.
How are you?
That's a naughty thing to do, weren't it?
It was, yeah.
Leave the Chucky in the chuck.
No, you did not, did you? You bad child. You were a bad child. I can't see it from here.
Yeah. Listen, it happens. I done it on my first YouTube video, and someone slapped my wrist for doing it. And I've never
The
done it
wood,
since.
surely. It'd be all over you like a rash.
Yeah, it was you.
Don't be doing that.
Yeah, it's a silly habit, isn't it? You know.
It is, I.
I never normally do. I don't know why I did it. Trouble is, when I was in engineering, and if you left a Chucky in a chuck, oh man, that weren't worth life.
No.
You get more than slapping the wrist.
Yeah,
I got it from.
Get a warning for it.
I got it from Robert Robertson. He says if you pick up your Chucky, it should stay in your hand until it's back in its hook.
Correct.
Let's have a look at this. I'll be glad to know I finished my cabinets as well now. I've put the kickboard in, so they're all done. Right.
Paul Cameron just said, I use about £209 on sanding paper for a single bowl.
Right,
Paul,
so
we need to get you a lesson on the gouges.
Yep.
So there we go.
Lucy says they're probably going to stay somewhere near Wakefield.
That's stunning, Steve. Very nice. That's a beautiful piece of wood.
Nice. Good job, Steve.
That is a nice piece of wood.
Right, let's come back on this camera. See if I can perhaps see it better on this camera. So there we go. See the colours a little bit better on there.
Yep.
So you got the
Nice.
violet, turquoise, and gold. Just little shimmers. There, you dropped it in. Just little shimmers through the sponge. The sea sponges I'm using. These come from the range. I think there's about.
Mark Harvey's just joined us, by the way.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Mark.
They were about £3 for the sea sponges, and I've cut a lot of them in half. So let's say
I must get some.
and then just a basic flat shape on the bottom. So yeah, sorted.
Yep, it's very nice, Steve. Good job.
So
Well done.
That's a very nice piece. Really
Susie
is.
says
Thank
it's
you.
lovely.
Thank you. Something simple, easy, very effective. I think the Joe Summers are one of the better colours I like to use, to be honest.
Me too.
Right, let's bring Brian in and let's get William in. We're adding to Terry's stream. So for tonight, William, you're going to be Terry.
I'm going to be Terry.
Just for a minute.
God forbid.
I think it's that one.
Rob from Glenspur says, Paul Kavanagh, well, very soon there will be some videos on YouTube channel to show you the light. Mm.
Be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting to see. That's always nice when a company brings out new
Yeah.
products. I'm not being funny. That it's only since Rob has been watching the channel that all these new products he's starting to bring in it, which is
That's
nice
correct.
to see. Because the wood turning community is a massive community.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. In the UK, especially.
On America as well.
Ireland, it's shocking. It's really bad.
It's poor. It's poor over here right now.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that a company's actually going out of their way to bring out products for the wood turning community. So thank you, Rob, and your company. Thank you very much for that.
Indeed.
Thank you, everybody, for the nice comments. The range should sponsor you. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, if the range sponsored me? If you know someone in the know, Kev.
And Laurie says it's a very nice piece.
I've got a space here that I can have the range tattooed on.
There's that.
Oh dear. I do. To be honest, I do like the range selection of colours. They do a nice array, or should I say, a nice range of different art. Of lots of different art products. I've got some colours here that I bought ages ago and haven't even used yet. Which I could have used these tonight actually, because these are acrylics. I mean, iridescent. So I think you got these, Brian. The graduate acrylic graduate.
Yep. I have indeed.
Metallic green, gold, silver, bronze.
They're actually quite good, yeah.
I'm still trying to get hold of the blue. Our local range don't do the metallic blue, so I can't find the metallic blues.
Next time up in the range, I'll have a look for you.
Cheers, mate.
They have a great selection of paints.
Yes, very much so. And them inks.
If you knew what you were looking for.
Mark Harvey says he's going to have to go back in time to watch.
Yeah, go back. Zip, 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 zip. Right. So yes, the range is. I really do like range, and I'm hoping that Peterborough have just had a big one open, so I'm hoping to get over there soon and have a look in it. I looked in Hobbycraft. Hobbycraft do the similar sort of paints to the range, but they're a lot more expensive. There's them graduate paints. I think they were £2 a tube, £1.99 a tube or something. I think they're nearly double that in Hobbycraft. So yes, they do them, but they're more expensive. So just makes it not so exciting.
Kevin 9K says they're from Poundland as well.
Oh right, I didn't know. Oh, we ain't got a Poundland in Lynn.
That'd be worth a look then.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. But any iridescent colour on acrylics, as long as you put it on a dark background, will show. Like the centrifugal one we did the other weekend. Again, you could have used those acrylics I've just shown you. You could use them exactly the same as you did these. They would be a little bit thicker, so they'd be more proud, where these are quite, you can hardly see them. There's hardly any texture at all on them. But again, you can use any colour. But if they're iridescent or metallic, then ideally they want to be on a black background to allow that silver shimmer to come through. But any acrylic is good, whether it be poster paint or whatever, but it's always good. You don't know unless you try, do you? Which is the good thing.
Rob from Klingspor says, I found Reeves paints cover very well.
Never heard of them.
Reeves, okay. Never heard of them. I'll look them up still, Rob. Thank you. Lucy was saying, what? I don't know what she's trying to say there. Yeah, she's asking you what make of the paints, Steve?
They're called Graduate, Lucy.
But is there a manufacturer on them? No.
Dalla and Rowley at the top there. Look, can you see that?
Dowie and Rowley or something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's who they're made by.
Yeah, Ben says Terry looks taller.
Terry looks taller.
And younger, says Andy.
he's over 6 foot tonight.
Yeah. There's only
one.
There's a range in Newark apparently. Ooh.
Dollar and Brownie. Let me see.
See you later, Dad. Hope you're feeling better. There's like I say, the range, they do a good selection. Our range upstairs must be a third full of art stuff. It's huge.
Yes.
Deal
Same with the one here. Yeah.
There you go.
It's a huge shop.
Copy. So there's a link to the paints that Steve's talking about there.
Good paints. Well, I don't know if they are good or not because I haven't used them yet, but
You can buy them everywhere. That's the link to the company itself, but you can buy the paints everywhere.
The trouble is, I'll go in there and go, "Oh, I like those. I'll have a go with that," and I get them, and I don't use them for months on end.
Yeah.
Paul Cabinet says he's going to be near the range tomorrow. If you want me to check for something.
There you are now. Yeah, Doug Miller's just joined us.
Hi, Doug.
Hi,
Hi, boys and girls. Looks like at home in time just to end it all. Yeah, better late than never.
There you go, Doug. That's what we turned. Turn that way, maybe I'll see it better. There you go. Yes, right. Let's go for it. Let's knock it on the head, shall we?
Rob from Kingsport says, I'd love to find a white that works well. The white and the graduate paints works really well.
Does it?
Yep.
What, on a black background or just natural?
Just, it'll actually paint the wood white.
Oh, right, okay. Titanium white, that's the one
Titanium white, that's it, yeah.
That's the one I've got. Metallic pink. That'd be an interesting colour. Roy loves his Aldi paints.
He does.
Benjamin says, Paul, the range is a good selection of organising products. Just saying.
Yeah, lots of lovely boxes and stuff.
Like yeah. Paul, they have these. They sell these, look, Paul.
They actually sell marker pens as well that you can write on things, you know. Like, you might even do a label machine for all I know.
I bet he has one of those.
Paul, he probably does, yeah.
As a
he has a printer, he can make labels.
As a wood turner, can you use paints artists wouldn't touch? Yeah, the cheaper the better, I say.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't know that, Jennifer. Steve Mark says the range in Kingston is bigger than the one in Peterborough. Oh, I thought they had a bigger one in Peterborough. All right, thank you very much. I won't waste my time going down there then. Right, we'll go then before we bore these people.
Okay.
Right, thank you very much for coming over. I hope you all have a great weekend.
Indeed.
We will see you. Oh, I will see you Sunday. Brian, if you're available, Nick's not here Sunday, so if you're available.
Oh, of course I'm available, Steve.
Good man, thank you very much.
The carrot chopper extraordinaire.
So for anybody who's at Newark tomorrow, I will see you there. I will be there bright-eyed and, well, I'm going to say bushy-tailed.
I won't be there.
Oh no, poor old Brian won't be. We'll live feed you, Brian. How's that?
Good man, Steve. I look forward to that.
Send nice pictures of all the products that you buy.
Yeah.
If I've got enough anti-inflammatory and pain-killing stuff in me tomorrow, I might be in the workshop.
Good on you.
Right, so for anybody who's in Newark tomorrow, I will see you there. Other than that, guys, have a great weekend. See you Sunday. We will be back Sunday.
I'll see you Monday. Remember, there's no Terry on Monday lunchtime. I think we're having a new person. I think we're going to have Paul Finlay from woodturning at home on Monday lunchtime. So I'm going to try and help set him up over the weekend, and we'll
good on you.
See how we can get him.
So what night? When's Terry doing now? Is he not doing them?
Terry's doing Sunday evening.
Sunday evening.
Right. Okay.
So this Sunday.
There you go.
That's
so
7.
He's on after you on Sunday.
So Terry's on Sunday. So we'll see if we can get a link out of him. Oh, we won't get. We'll get a link out of him for Sunday night. Right,
keep
guys.
an eye on the socials. He'll pop one up, I'd say, at some stage.
Yeah,
he will.
Right, guys. Have a great weekend. Speak to you soon. Take care. And
enjoy the show, everybody. Talk to you
for now.
There.
See you later, guys.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Adios. Bye. Bye.
That's all, folks.